Well, we're at another update right now, and this is a non-full self-drive update. I haven't done one of these in a very long time, but I figure I probably should, considering my wife's car is a non-full self-drive car. So here's what we're looking at today. We're on 2023.44.1, and a lot of people have the .44 update, but I haven't really done a drive on this to see what kind of improvements they've made in the handling and the line controls and all that. So I'm going to zip through that today, hopefully make this video not too long. But the biggest change that has come to this update with the .44 update is that you no longer now have to double press down to engage AutoPilot. So if you're one of the people that use AutoPilot a lot and you don't really use the adaptive cruise control, this is an option that you might be interested in. So here's how you turn it on. You come down here in your settings to AutoPilot, and then you got this new one here. There was a dot next to AutoPilot. So it says AutoPilot activation, and put it in park. It says single pull or double pull. Go down here and improve, navigate on AutoPilot here. So the thing about this is it all depends on your profile. So just remember that if you engage single pull, like I'm going to do right here to give that a try, that's only applied to my profile. So when my wife gets in this car and drives it, it's not going to mean she doesn't have to double pull down anymore. So that's a good thing. So she's not going to get in the car wondering what's going on. I'm just trying to turn on cruise control, and instead it's just, putting on AutoPilot. So that's going to be the biggest thing. The second thing is that the destination charging sites that charge on a pay-per-use basis are now show you how many stalls are available. So if you're the kind of person that does a lot of charging, that could be helpful for you. But the biggest thing is, how am I going to like this single pole thing? How does that actually feel? Let's give it a try. All right. So for starters, because this car is not full self-drive, I have to be basically moving and in a place with really clear road lines and all that in order to engage full self-drive or AutoPilot. Remember, I can't say full self-drive. This is just regular AutoPilot. And this car does have enhanced AutoPilot. So I paid using credits for the enhanced AutoPilot option, so that it is in here. But you can see that right now I can't engage AutoPilot because you don't see a steering wheel up here in the top corner. So we're gonna kind of get up this hill, get on a main road where we're gonna get a chance to engage it, where we actually have some road lines. And you can see that on both sides of this road, there's clear edges to the road, there's clear sidewalks, but there's no road lines, no fog line or no divider line. So it will not give me the option to turn AutoPilot on. See, I got it right that time. All right, so now I am though. So now we got the great steering wheel. So we're going one time down. I actually like that. I mean, I use AutoPilot way more than I use full self-drive, okay? Yeah, that's just the truth of it. Version 11 sucks for full self-drive. I'm hoping version 12, when it comes out here, hopefully by the end of the year, hopefully at the Cybertruck event, will do well. Oh my gosh, see this right here? See how it's stopping for this parked car? See that? So different from full self-drive. We would absolutely swerve that car on there. These are the little things. I mean, is that worth $15,000 or whatever they're charging for it now to have that ability? No, probably not. But it is nice. So again, we're on a road here where there's no gray steering wheel. There's no clear road lines. So I cannot engage full self-drive again. So, or AutoPilot. Oh my gosh. Every time I say that in this video, I mean AutoPilot. It is so much different. But not necessarily in a bad way. I mean, here's the thing. When I had just regular AutoPilot in my car back in the day, before I used full self-drive a lot, or I guess when all we had was navigate and AutoPilot, when we didn't have full self-drive, I used AutoPilot all the time to drive for me, just all the time. Full self-drive now, it's only when I'm by myself in the car usually, and it's almost always at the same time when I'm filming for the channel or testing out something too. So this is used a lot more. So having it just go down once is probably a good thing. That is so bright. All right, let's cut to where we actually have road lines again. All right, so we're turning on the main road now. I moved my my other camera out of the middle of your windshield. I didn't really realize I was putting that right in front of your faces. All right, so we got the gray steering wheel. Oh, I just double pressed. Okay, I'm gonna do that again. Okay, one time down. Oh, wasn't available. You gotta give it a second. Okay, one press down, and there you go. So there we are, yeah, we're good. Let's see it. Let's see how it goes through this development here. Oh yeah, see, I can go, let's see. Yeah, you can only go 5 over with AutoPilot. See, navigate on AutoPilot, you can go up to like 85 miles per hour, even in a 35, you can set it to whatever. But autopilot, because it's just using way less cameras, it's just a whole different deal. You can't do that. Let's see how it handles some of these corners, some of these turning. I just, I'm looking forward to the day when we can adjust how we want the car to stay in the road lines. I know that they have the ability to do that. It wouldn't be that hard to make it so that you can make a setting that says, okay, hug the fog line or hug the center line more. I think everyone would say hug the fog line, but we just aren't seeing that yet. But I think we're gonna start seeing a lot of this kind of stuff rolling out when we get into version 12. Okay, I forgot. Autopilot does not slow down for speed bumps either. There's all these things that you forget you have with full self-drive. Yeah, those of you guys live out in the rural areas, you should move to Seattle. It's really nice. You get to get a nice view of the back of the cars in front of you and behind you and around you, and you get to wait forever in lights. I want to get a chance here to see how autopilot handles stop and go traffic here, and just kind of get a sense for if see what it used to do is it used to kind of wobble in its road line and between the two lanes, kind of go back and forth. I want to see if it does. Okay, now I can engage it. One pull down. Okay, we're set at a max speed of the speed limit, which is 35 miles per hour. Just people everywhere. Okay, so it's not pulling forward. I'm sure the people behind me would like it to, even though the car in front of me did. Still not going. So I'm actually going to press on the accelerator a little bit to get it started because people are trying to squeeze into my lane here. I wonder, I'm going to adjust, oops, wrong side, the distance. So it was set to 7. I'm going to move down to like 2, see if we can close the gap a little bit on all of this. You are enough, the sign says. The sign says I am enough. You know what? I am enough. I'm enough. Smooth, it's good. I mean, so we're quite a few updates ahead of full self-drive. It's kind of weird because right now we're sitting in a car that is on an update, and that's the other thing is I couldn't just grab my phone. By the way, don't do this. I don't recommend ever taking your hand off the wheel. You're not supposed to do that, but I'm going like 4 miles per hour right now. If I pulled up the stats app right now, okay, in the car here. So my car, my full self-drive car, my Model 3, is on 2023.27.7, and then this car, my wife's car, it's a 2023 Model Y, is on 2023.38.6, or excuse me, 44.1. So it is significantly ahead of where I'm at, like 13 updates or so ahead of where my other car is. And so they have a lot of features in this car aside from the full self-drive stuff that my car doesn't have. So like if you have full self-drive vehicle right now, you don't have this. And if you have a vehicle that's 4.0, hardware 4.0, actually both my cars 3.0, you're like 3 to 6 months behind. So anyway, really this update was just supposed to be really quick. Check it out real fast. The fact that you get one pull down appears to be pretty cool, but I'm curious what you guys think. What are you guys thinking of those of you guys have been driving off of full self-drive? How much are you using it? If you don't have full self-drive, you don't subscribe to that, how much are you using autopilot these days? And are you kind of laughing at the rest of us on full self-drive as we go, I can't drive it anywhere, it's crazy. Whoa, that was a pretty hard acceleration there, but I don't mind it because it kept up with the other vehicles. But anyway, yeah, let me know down in the comments. How many of you guys are you using it? Do you use it around the city streets? Do you use it on the highways? I'm so used to using it everywhere, but I know you're not technically supposed to use full self or autopilot, auto steer in the city streets yet, or still, it's still kind of highway. But do you do it, or is it pretty much just on the highway?